ladies. Alright, so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be working on how to get your party flow going. So you've got your party set up, and now you're like, what do I do now? I need to know how to conduct my party. So the things that we're going to be working with now are your party planning tools document and your party guide. Okay, so a brief overview of what these documents are. The party planning tools is what you're going to use for planning your actual party. That's why it's the tools for planning. So if you go through this document, it's pretty self-explanatory, but I want to just show you right here just a few things. Party planning tools outline. So they're giving you an outline of everything that you're going to be using and doing for your party. So before the party, right before the party, at the party, right after the party, and then after the party. Just go ahead and read through this and follow it because it will definitely help you. This is the sheet that they want you to use for your parties. So say you book a party, you want to put your hostess's information in here and then get this information from her as well because this is what you're going to be using. So when it talks about goals for the party, I would set this for yourself. So what are you looking to do in sales for your party? How many bookings do you want to get out of your party? And how many people do you want to get interested in doing what you do at the party? And then it's your coaching. So what did you, the incentive you promised, what did you actually promise your hostess for having a party for you? And then your hostess call 1, hostess call 2, hostess call 3, and then it gives you the time frame that you should be doing these calls at. This is your party recap. This is what you're going to want to do after your party, so you're just recapping on it. So how many people were invited? How many people actually attended? How many numbers of leads did you get? What games did you play? How did the guests know each other? What prizes did you give? What products did you show? Did you offer any specials or packages? And then what did you learn at the party that you can use at your next party? And then your top 5 selling products. And then this is your party profit notes. Sales, hostess gift value, discounts, hostess credits, so on and so forth. So you're just going to use this information, for your party, after your party, and so on. So it goes into party planning calls. Your first party planning call, it gives you a script, what you're going to say, and then if you have to take notes, go ahead and do that. And then it gives you, here's what else you should be doing, sending invitations, wrapping it up, so on and so forth. Your second planning call tells you everything that you should be doing and saying, and then your third party planning call as well. It gives you scripts for each one. And then here's your prep checklist. So, okay, you need things for your party. Let's make sure you have everything. It kind of lays it out for you right here. And then processing orders. This helps you with that as well, but you can also use your credit card readers such as Square and PayPal. So that is party planning tools. Ideally, they want you to print each packet out for each party that you do. If that's what you want to do, then that's perfect. Do that as well. So that's party planning tools. And then here we have the party planning guide. So what you want to do with this is going to be a little bit of homework for you guys, but once you have it done and completed, it's going to be exactly what you're going to use during your party. So it's okay to keep this with you and let people know, hey, this is my first party, this is my second party, this is my third party, and I'm still learning in a learning process to do what I'm doing. So this is going to be what's going to help me. Feel free to tell your guests that. They'll totally understand. So opening the party guide up, this is going to tell you how to use the guide, party guidelines, and then other party guidelines as well. Make sure you read through that. And then what it's going to do is it's going to give you your party outline. So you arrive, you do your icebreaker and your introduction, you present the liquid line, you present bedroom accessories, you're going to play a booking game and a closing speech, and then you're going to enter into the shopping room. Now what it does is it's going to break each one of these steps down for you, and it's going to tell you how and what you should be doing. So arrival, and then here's what you should be doing, and when you're at your arrival period. And then you have your icebreaker and your introduction. So then it goes into your open speech should contain the following pieces, and then you could go ahead and read that. And then what it does is it gives you an option to write these things down. So literally you will be reading from this at your first party, second party, your 10th party. It's okay. So how will you introduce yourself? Ladies, I'm going to give you guys examples. You can go ahead and use these for yourself as well. So one thing that I said is, hey ladies, it's nice to meet you all. My name is Elise. Let's thank our hostess Susie tonight for putting together this amazing ladies' night. Let's give her a round of applause. And then you start it off so everyone's cheering for your hostess. You want to make her feel special, okay? And then the next step is pass out the catalogs and explain the connection cards on the wish list. So if you want to come over here and get this on here. So you're going to give each person a catalog, and you're going to give them a pen. You could buy packs of pens at the dollar store. They're super cheap. So as you pass them out, you're going to explain the connection cards and the wish lists. And then this is kind of something that I went over. So just to give you a heads up, this right here on the very back page of your catalog is your connection card. This is the front, this is the back. So as you pass the catalogs out, you want to make sure that they're just filling out the front side of the connection card. The wish list in the notes section is this. It will be blank when you hand them out, and then this is the wish list on the back here. So this is something that I would say, okay, ladies, I need you all to go to the back of your catalog and fill out the Let's Connect card, the front side only. So this is what I'm talking about right here. When you're done, go to the first page of your catalog and rip out your notes card / wish list. This is the card that you're going to make notes on, and we will play our first game with. Okay, so then it's perforated. You're going to have them rip this out. Okay, and then right here we're going to play our first game, which is your icebreaker game. So now your speech leads, or your guide leads you into that. So an icebreaker game, ask them to write their least favorite chore on, and on this guide says on the back of their catalog, I use the front of their notes card because they're going to use this wish list for when I do the demo. So here's how I play my icebreaker game. I say, all right, ladies, you're going to write a number 1, a number 2, and a number 3 on your notes section. The number 1 is going to be your name. Number 2 is going to be your least favorite household chore. Please just pick one. And number 3 is going to be a brief description to why you hate that chore. What does it do to you that you don't like? So, let me give you an example. I give my guests an example at the party as well. So I'll say, all right, my number 1 would be Elise. My number 2 would be cleaning the cat box. And then my number 3 would be because it makes me feel dusty and dirty when I'm done. So then the next step, after they filled out their 1, 2, and 3, you're going to tell your guests, all right, ladies, cross off number 2. We don't need your chore. And I want you to write hates sex because... And then here's how we're going to introduce ourselves. So we're going to start in a circle. I usually start with my hostess because I know her name. If you are the hostess, start with one of your friends and then go around in a circle. Because ideally you want your guests sitting around you in a half circle so you can reach all of them and have all of their attention. So here's how this game would be played if I were playing it. So I would say, all right, my name is Elise Weeder and I hate sex because it makes me feel dusty and dirty and like I need to take a shower. Ha ha ha! Everyone laughs at that person. It's just silly. It's fun. And then you move on to the next person. Usually giving a hand gesture is what's going to keep that going. You want to make sure that this is kind of fast because you have other stuff to get done in that short period of time. So that's your icebreaker game. It lays it out right here for you on this guide. So then what you're going to do is you're going to work into your story and why you became a pure romance consultant. So a side note, this is important because this is going to engage other females in doing what you do. Ideally, you want to make the most money out of this business. You want to welcome people onto your team. We'll all train them together. That's why we are a team effort. So my story is... why did I become a pure romance consultant? Because I wanted more. I wanted more time, more money, more freedom, more vacations, more mornings to sleep in, and more out of my life, period. So that's why I became a pure romance consultant. Your why does change as you evolve in your business. Now my why is because of my daughter. So always update your why and your story and make sure that it's actually touching people so they can relate to you. If someone's sitting in the audience like, I want more out of my life too, then you're obviously going to offer the opportunity for her to join onto your team so she has the same availability and opportunity to change her life with pure romance like you do, all right? So then you're going to tell your story, and then what you're going to do is you're going to explain the party flow. So you're letting these ladies know what to expect. So something that I wrote in here is, okay, ladies, tonight we are going to touch, taste, try, and smell a bunch of amazing products tonight. So I just told them everything that they're going to do. And then it says explain the shopping room. So then you're going to let them know that they have an opportunity to shop. So then you will get a chance to see me at the end of the night in the private O room. O room is just a fun way. It takes it away from being like shopping or purchasing or ordering. It just kind of makes it a little bit more laid back. So I call it the O room. Some people call it other things. Be creative. And then I just simply state, one guest at a time. And then what you're going to do again, you're just following this. This is the outline of your party. And then you're going to thank the hostess and explain the rewards that she was going to be receiving. So, all right, tonight our lucky hostess, Susie, is going to be rewarded with a free shopping spree and a free gift for being a great hostess. And then, of course, you're looking at your hostess at that time when you're saying that. If you're doing your own party, you're just going to say, if you were my hostess tonight, you would be receiving this. So then on to the next page. Now we're starting with your presentation. So you're going to start with your liquid line. I always like to tell people, all right, ladies, we're going to start mild and then work our way to wild, so we have something for everyone. But here's where they give you these categories. You want to make sure that you're having an intro to a category. So like every good thing, they kind of just tell you what to expect before you get there. But in the intro is where you're actually creating a need for these products. So in the front here it says Bath and Beauty, and it says Pure Romance is a one-stop woman's shop. Feeling sexy, confident is the best aphrodisiac, and you pamper yourself. So along with that, adding to the kind of creating an introduction out of it. So everyone wants to feel good about themselves, and what a good way to do so by making sure you look and feel sexy by using these amazing Bath and Beauty products. So then they tell you to pick 3 products from the bath line. So every single one of you has gotten a coochie in your kit. So I just wrote coochie there. You can customize these to the products that you have. You might use more or less in the actual category than they suggest. So for instance, when I do my demo, I do a couple more Bath and Beauty products because I talk less about some of the other products that we have available. So here's where you guys have to do your homework. So what you would do is you would write the product you want to show in here because that's the product you want to present. And then you're like, okay, well, what am I going to say about this product? So let me give you guys an example. And this is, like I said, the homework you're going to have to do. So you're going to log on to your COO, which is your Consultant Online Office. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Orders, place a regular order. Now you're not placing an order, but you're just getting all of the products on one page, right? So it gives you an option for all, and then all, I always pick, so all the items are on one solid page. So we're going to go down to Coochie, and once you find your Coochie, doesn't matter what scent or whatever, you just go ahead and click on it. And when you click on it, it is going to bring up your product information page. So here it gives you a description of what it does, how many ounces. This has your price, and then it also has your discount. And then down here underneath the product, plus you guys can use these pictures too. So say you don't have a product, print this picture out and use it. That works too, or I'll show you another way to do it as well. So what you're going to do to fill out this section right here is I want you to click on Watch Presentation. When you click Watch Presentation, a video is going to pop up, and there's going to be a live video that runs and tells you how to demo it. Now, this woman talks about coochie for 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
This is
okay.
Coochie.
I suggest that you pick out the most important bullet points and then write it in here and customize kind of how else you're going to say it. All right. And then if you're using these products, which you should be, you can add in what you like most about that product as well. But this is your product demonstration that you're going to watch here. So watch that, take what you can from it. Now also too, we have these awesome things called cue cards. So you want to click on download cue card. And then I'm just going to open it for the sake of this video. This is your cue card right here. So this is another way that you can go about demoing products. I suggest printing these out for products that you don't currently have in your kit, but you still want to talk about. So if you fold this page after you print it, you fold it in half, and then what I do is I fold it one more time, and it comes in, it's kind of like a little book. So you're showing everybody the picture and the price, and then you're reading the description from the back of it, and so on and so forth. They also give you a demonstration of it too, of what you could say about your product. So cue cards are super important. You can also take the wording off of there and put it on your file here. However you want to go about it is fine, but that's where you're going to find your information to fill out this sheet. So like I said, it's going to be a little bit of work for you to do, but you can use this forever, and you were just formulating your party, your demonstration speeches, okay? So you do your products from the Bath and Beauty line, and then now what you're doing is, okay, ladies, we're going to move into the foreplay and massage section. So most people don't spend enough time in foreplay. There's a difference between desire and foreplay. Foreplay prepares the body for intercourse and gives you a better chance for orgasm, and touch is essential for couples to bond and promote intimacy. So this is your intro, but what I do is I just kind of put a little extra in there. So an orgasm starts in a female's brain, so it is important to have the tools you need to make this happen every time in the bedroom, okay? And another thing I like to say is men are like microwaves, women are like ovens. We need to be preheated. So spend a little bit more time, have your man spend a little bit more time in this area to achieve what you want. Now, if you're going through the catalog here, these would all be considered bath and body perfumes, stuff like that. Men's section, still bath and body. Our natural section, pure naked, 100% natural, glycerin-free, paraben-free, so on and so forth. Now here's where we're into the massage section. These are all of our foreplay and massage items. I focus really big on massage. So, and also mind you, when you're demoing products, if you show an item that's worth $12, you're going to sell an item that's worth $12. If you're showing items that are $49 or above, you're going to sell more expensive items, which means you're going to make more money. So your job as a consultant, and I tell my guests this too, ladies, tonight I'm going to show you the best of the best. The catalog is going to show you the rest, okay? So your job is to show them the best of the best. Now, I suggest when you do this section, upgrade yourself to a heartthrob, get one of those. In Good Hands is amazing, and then Serenity. If you look at it, those are the most expensive items on these pages, and you're using a massage agent, so you're going to either show this one or this one, and then you're going to show this to use with it. So now when someone's like, I want to order the heartthrob in the ordering room, you would know to say, well, do you have your lotion to go with it? And then you can promote using these products, so it's just another thing you can add on to their sale. So those are the ones that I use. Here's some more foreplay items. We do have blindfolds, massage candles, stuff like that. So that's the foreplay section. So then what I like to do is as I move to each section, I recap on the section before. So I'll be like, all right, ladies, now we look good, we feel good, we smell good, we're clean shaven, our minds are stimulated, we've gotten a great massage. Now what? Now we're moving a little bit farther into what happens into our bedroom lives. So now I want to talk to you guys about lubrication. And then you want to talk about your intro. So it makes for more satisfying and pleasure experiences and so on and so forth. This is a good intro to that. Now here it gives you 4 slots for lubrications. We do have multiple different lubrications. So if you're looking at the lubes here, these are our 3 lubrications, and then we have edible foreplay lubrications as well. So we actually have 5 different lubrications. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They give you 4 spaces for them. I touch on 2 because I sell more of the bath and body stuff, but these are my 2 most biggest selling lubrications. So Just Like Me is a water-based lubrication. Only water-based lube should be used in the vagina. All others, like silicone, cannot be broken down internally, and that is why it is for anal sex only. So Just Like Me is a water-based lubrication. You need to be telling people that they need to use that vaginally. It keeps you nice and hydrated, plus it's a pH balancing lubrication. And then Whipped is this product back here. This is a fun, creamy, sugar-free foreplay oral product. All products used between the hips need to be sugar-free, because sugar creates yeast, and yeast makes bread. We're making love, not bread. These are just little one-liners that you can use with this product as well. But again, make sure that you're going to these products and watching the presentation and filling out what you want to say about these products. Just a side note for you ladies, silicone lubrication, Pure Pleasure, is for anal sex only. Simply Silk is a toy lubrication. It is for toys only. It is also water-based. Just Like Me is your well-rounded lubrication that is used for all over, pH balancing as well, and it's safe for you to use all over. So then I recap on this section, and I'm like, all right, ladies, so now we look good, we feel good, we've gotten our massages, our minds are turned on, now we're well lubricated, and now we want to make sure that our microwave is on high power, right? So then that's where these enhancement products come in. And it says your intro right here, so we're living in a low libido society. Enhancement products are great for people with low libidos or women who want more intense orgasms, and that's going to be everyone. So they give you 4 because we have 4 enhancement products here. So just a brief overview for you ladies, which you should be researching these products by watching the presentation, but we have 2 flavored, we have 2 non-flavored. This is for women, for women, for women. O is for couples. This is our most high-powered one. This is also a high-powered one, but it is not as intense as AMP. This is for our beginners. It's a sensitive enhancement cream for the sensitive girls. And then Boost is kind of in the middle for anybody. And they all include Triplex Tingle, which is going to give you that cool tingling sensation down there. A tiny dab on your finger goes right onto your clitoris. That is how you use these products, but you should be watching the presentation on your COO to find out more about them as well. So then, bam, what you did now is you did your whole entire liquid line, right? You talked about all these products, you touched back on why you would need them. You have to create a need for these products. When you create the need is where people are going to purchase them from you, okay? So what I wrote here now is the sponsoring game. This is another game you ladies should be playing at every single party, and there is a file to it. It is available in the files. If you cannot find it, please touch base with me and I will go over it with you. So this is what you're going to get when you print it out, okay? Now what you're going to do is and this is just what I did. I took these questions right here, there's 8 of them, and I wrote them on index cards, right? Like I did big pink piece of paper and I wrote them on an index card and I ended up laminating them. You don't have to go that far if you don't want to, but it's up to you. So these are the questions. How much does it cost to get started? How soon can I earn a car allowance, monthly sponsoring checks, and free products? And then it's so on and so forth. So you're going to put all of these questions on cards. And then you're going to have these answers printed out, so it gives you the answers to every question here for you. So then, here's how this is going to work. You're going to say, all right, ladies, what happens is every time I go into the ordering room, people ask me about what I do, and it takes up a little bit of time. So we came up with a game that's going to give you guys questions to ask me, and I'll answer them for you all, and then it'll just give you a little bit more about how I do what I do. After all, you are watching me do my job right now, okay? So then I pass the questions out to everyone, and I'm like, okay, who has question number 1? And then the girl's like, I do, and she's going to say, how much does it cost to get started? And you're going to say, great question, and then her name, people love to hear their name, and you're going to say, we have 3 different kits for every budget with Pure Romance. So you can get started this month for as little as, and then insert the kit price there. Ladies, this is the easiest moneymaker you can ever make for a small investment. Leave it at that. Question number 2, and then the girl's like, oh, how soon can I earn a car allowance and monthly sponsoring checks and free products? And then you're going to answer with question number 2. So based on your sales and your team sales, Pure Romance actually pays your car payment. Monthly sponsoring checks and bonus checks we get every month for helping other women start their own business too. And then it says my check last month was over blank. If you're not actually receiving a check, you can use me, you can use other people in the business, but currently my sponsoring check is about anywhere from $500 to $1,500 monthly. So, and then it's, can you believe that? And free products are earned monthly basis on your party sales too. And then you're just excited. Your excitement is what's going to sell your products. It's going to sell you. It's going to sell your business. Okay. So then you go through all of those questions. And then on the back here, it says, okay, so now you have questions that you want to ask them. Just briefly, real quick. And you can have them do this on the bottom of their note card. You can have them write it in your Pure Romance consultant box down here, wherever you want. But you're like, all right, ladies, now it's my turn to ask you ladies 4 questions. And the 4 questions are, tell me something about yourself. Are you a domestic diva? Are you the CEO of your own home? Are you a student? Are you married? Are you divorced? Do you have kids? Just tell me a little bit about yourself so I get to know you a little better. Question number 2, what was the most interesting thing that you've heard in the question and answer section? Was it the money? Was it the travel? Was it getting away from your family for an entire night? Was it the fun that you have? So what interests you about the business tonight? And then number 3, if you would, or what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month and you can't say pay bills? Most people are going to tell you pay bills, and the reason why is because you want them to think outside of the box. So if you're going to have a conversation with them later about joining the team and you're looking at their answers and you're like, oh, well, I see here that you would like to travel with an extra $1,000 a month. Would you like to learn more about how to do that? And then now you're roping them in to talk about the business. And then the last question is, if I could show you how to make $1,000 or more a month without taking tons of time away from your family, how interested are you in hearing more information? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 means no thanks, and 10 means I love this is so much fun, let's do this. and then you have them answer that question. And then it gives you some other tidbits and pointers on here too. So that's your sponsoring game. You need to make sure that you play that. Make it fast. So tell them, this is going to be a real fast commercial break, you know, and then we'll get back into the fun stuff, okay? So then that is your sponsoring game. So you're going to do that between your liquid line and your toy line, okay? So then you go ahead and flip this page. And now what it does is this is going to bring you into the toys. One thing that they don't really touch on much is a toy speech. So what I did is I wrote out a good toy speech. You ladies are more than welcome to use this, but this is what I would say. Most women have owned a toy. Actually, 98% of women have or still own a toy, at least one toy. The majority of women actually reported owning more than one toy. They like to have a variety to choose from. It's like black shoes, ladies. You can't ever own just one. So what you're doing is you're giving them permission now to own a toy, and you're also giving them permission to own multiple toys, all right? So I also say, I can't stress enough the importance of an orgasm. They are very beneficial for your health. What I did is I went on Google and I typed in health benefits for orgasms, or what are the benefits of an orgasm. Some of the ones that I came up with that are awesome are they lower stress levels, they lower the chance of your spouse cheating, it helps with insomnia, it's a pain reducer, they help you live longer, and they make you look younger. Throw in a little joke like, I'm 75, you would never know. They love that joke. And then I always say too, did you know that the #1 fantasy in men is being in a threesome? And then the #2 fantasy in a man is to watch or participate using a toy in the bedroom. So ladies, if you're not comfortable with welcoming another woman, why not add a toy to the bedroom? It's fun and it'll help bring you guys closer together. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a variety of amazing tools to spice up your bedroom life. This is my toy speech. You ladies are more than welcome to use it, but here it is. So then what I do is it breaks it down by category again. Clitoral vibrators, and then it gives you a little bit up here. Most women need clitoral stimulation to orgasm. It's actually 88% of women need that. They're also great for hot spots around the body, great for massages. It's good for women who don't want or like internal vibration or penetration, because we're just talking about clitoral vibrators here. They make a great addition to the bedroom for a couple's toy as well. So then it says a different accessory design target the clitoris in different ways. So if I had to suggest to you ladies, the 2 top clitoral toys you want to be showing are Put a Ring on It and Home Alone. So the Home Alone is part of our selfie collection. This is Home Alone, okay? And then the Put a Ring on It is part of our diamond collection. Remember, ladies, you want to be showing the higher end stuff. It's much easier to make a sale starting at the top and working your way down instead of working from the bottom and working your way up. So if you show them something really expensive and they're like, oh, well, that's not in my budget right now or whatever. Okay, well, how about another option? And then you go down one more price bracket. Instead of being like, this is the cheapest toy we own, they're going to buy that, and it's going to be really hard to get them to try to buy the most expensive. So you always want to start from the top and work your way down. Now, you're sitting there saying, Elise, I don't have these toys in my demo. What do I do? Go onto the COO, print out the cue card, cut a picture out, use the catalog, talk about it, but have what you want to say about it, and then just say, this is what I'm working towards to add to my demo. Doesn't matter if you necessarily don't have it, you're still talking about it. People are going to be intrigued, and they're going to be more inclined to buy that from you. So then the next spot that it goes into is G-spot vibrators. So here's what I do. I personally lump these 2 sections together, but I educate them on the importance of their G-spot. So this is education right here. You want to go over this, make sure you're telling them that. You're just educating them on what the G-spot is. You'd be surprised at how many women don't know where their G-spot is, okay? So then I go into the dual action vibrators. So here's where I say, ladies, these dual action vibrators are going to give you what I call a trifecta orgasm, which means you're going to have 3 different intense orgasms at the same time, which means you're using some type of toy that has a clitoral attachment to it. These all have clitoral attachments. That's clitoral attachment, that's a clitoral attachment. These are clitoral attachments. So I suggest the GPS 2.0, Magic Mike, the Executive, and Do Not Disturb. These are all amazing. So what I'll say is I'll be like, all right, ladies, you know, right here we have the GPS 2.0. What this is going to do is this is going to have your vaginal orgasm right here. This part right here is curved to hit your G-spot and to stimulate your G-spot and to train your body to have G-spot orgasms. And then this is what's going to be your clitoral attachment on the outside, hitting all the nerve endings on the outside. So here you're having all three main hot spots, and you're going to have one of the most intense orgasms you could possibly have. That's why I group those together. Most women don't really care for just the insertion part. I mean, they do like it. That's why we have them. But again, start from the top. And if this is, all right, well, if someone says, I don't really care for the clitoral attachment, then you'll know how to work down from that. Okay. So these are just some awesome ones that I suggest that you could add to your demo or talk about until you can add them to there. All right. So then you're going to move that, keep moving it on. Now, actually, going back to here, like you see how like there are some categories that I'm not necessarily presenting, so you can add and subtract in these categories wherever you want. So like they tell you to do 3 bath and beauty products. Well, if I'm not showing 2 specific G-spot vibrators, then that means I can add 1 more to a different category or subtract from a different category however you want. So it is kind of lenient with however you want to do that. So then into C-rings. C stands for couples. It also stands for constriction. People will think that it stands for, you know, but you can just make that as a funny joke. Like, does anyone know what C-ring stands for? Like, what does the C stand for? And then people will be like, cock, and you're going to be like, no, it stands for constriction and couples. And then everyone's going to laugh. It's just a good one-liner you could do. So if I had to recommend 2 C-rings to you, I would recommend the Rendezvous. And then they have another C-ring that you can find. It's actually not in the catalog. It's an exclusive C-ring. They used to have one in the Diamond collection, which they're going to probably bring back. But the Rendezvous is this one right here. Now, I want you to take notice. You probably get this one in your kit. It's called the Tease Me, Please Me. This is $39, and they're actually 2 separate items, but you can purchase them as a set. That's $39. Wouldn't you rather show a toy that was $59 and make more money off of that? Because this is a better quality toy. Now, mind you, this string is really long, and I tell them that too. The shaft goes in here. This is stretchy, can go around the testicles. It constricts the blood flow, so it makes them last longer. So that's something that you can touch on too. And then I go into the C sleeve. So I would actually only be showing 1 C ring at a party, and then if that's not the one that they're interested in, you can direct them when you get them in the ordering room. Then you have pleasure sleeves. So then you're going to talk about why are they important. It gives you some good bullets here, and it gives you 2 spots for 2 of them. Ladies, just show 1. You can work your way around that. If they're not interested in the one you show, and they're in the ordering room telling you that, be like, okay, well, we have another couple of options. Let's find them here in the catalog. But I would suggest you show the Playmate. It is our highest priced one. It is only $32, so it is super affordable for anyone. But I also suggest you can use this as couples. Watch the presentation on the COO. See what they say about it. Formulate what you want to say about it. But a side note about the Playmate is that you need to buy Whipped with this product to use it. Whipped is going to be the lubrication you use on Playmate. They can't use any other type of lube, or otherwise it's going to pull their hair out. The Whipped is going to keep them nice and safe. So there's another sale that you're going to be adding to this purchase, okay? Or if someone buys Whipped, well, how about you buy the Playmate that goes with it? They go together. So that's called cross-selling, okay? So then it goes into anal play. Now it gives you 2 options for 2 anal toys. Just touch on one. Women can make their decision, but you're at least still talking about it. So you're going to say, this is a nerve-rich end of the body. The key is communication, relaxation, and a lot of lubrication. Always use a silicone-based lubricant in the back door. So if you're not comfortable saying anal or anus or anything like that, you call it your back door. People, you will get that girl that's like, ew! So what I tell people is, I'm like, all right, ladies, I am going to talk about backdoor sex or anal play or anything like that. So I don't want you to yuck someone else's yum, which means you could love it, but as soon as the girl next to you is like, ew, I hate that, then you're going to like, whoop, pucker up, and you're not going to say anything because somebody in the room said that they didn't like it and you don't want to be judged. So this is a judgment-free zone. If you want to shout out that you love it, feel free to do that. But if you don't like it, please just don't say anything at all because you never know who likes that, all right? And then I always throw a little side note into, and I'm like, this is like the #1 ordered stuff when you guys all come see me in the ordering room. So again, now I'm giving them permission to order things for anal play, okay? but I only talk about the Bum Diggity. It is our highest priced anal toy that we have. And it's this one right here. It is a plug, and this little base lights up. So a little joke you could say is, oh, you put it in, turn off the lights, and when it lights up, you run around the house like a little firefly. Lots of fun. People laugh. Again, you guys want to make sure that you're smiling the whole time, nodding. People will nod with you when you nod, especially in the ordering room. And then, you know, it's all about having fun. So relax and have a good time. So going into the end of your packet here, we have vaginal health. It is important to, you know, you want to educate women as well, as what we've been doing. So Like a Virgin is a good product for the vaginal health. It sells really well. And then we also have the vaginal exercisers, which are these right here. Okay. I always try to get women to purchase these because vaginal health is super important. It is a gym membership to your vagina. We have a video on the COO on how these work, and there's also a document you can print out and give to your customers so that they know how it works too. You want to make sure people are using your products, so they need to know how to use them, which is important. All right, so Like a Virgin is here, and then the exercisers. And then the other thing I want to show you is Come Clean is a very important thing you want to work on. So what I do when I talk about toys is I do a TLC system. So T is for toy, L is for lube, C is for cleaner. So if someone buys a toy, you want to make sure they're having a lube and you want to make sure they have a cleaner. If someone's buying a lubrication, you want to make sure they're getting a toy and you want to make sure they're getting a cleaner. If they're not buying a lube or a cleaner and you're like, oh, do you have a toy at home? And they say yes, well, do you have a cleaner? Do you have a lube for it? How about we add something else to your collection? So one upselling tip I can give you real quick here too is we have 2 different size cleaners. One is a 4 ounce, one is an 8 ounce. So if you come down here to the prices, you get 4 ounces for $12 and you get 8 ounces for $16. So what I say on a selling point to my ladies is I'm like, all right, girls, well, you could get the 4 ounces for $12, but a better option is if you double your ounces, you get double the amount of product for $4 extra. It's just a better deal. So which one would you like? Most of the time, if you're telling them it's a better deal, they're going to go ahead and get the bigger one. So Come Clean, you spray on and rinse off. Again, watch your product video to get more knowledge on that. So that's important that you talk about that as well. So now you did that, and then now, all right, next step here on your guide is your booking game. I'm going to show you ladies my booking game real quick. It's a little different than the one they have on here. There's also a file behind it. This is also available with the sponsoring game. I'll make sure it's just called this is called the Dice Booking Game, okay? So you're going to need, for this game, dice. These are simple. You can get them at the dollar store. And then envelopes. These you can get at the dollar store. You can get them at Walmart, wherever. So you're going to label the envelopes 2 through 11 or 12. I lost 12. But you're going to number them 2 through 12. And then you're going to say, all right, ladies, I know you guys had a super fun time tonight. I'm sure your wish list is packed with amazing products. So I like to give all of my ladies the opportunity to have their own fun ladies night. And then I'll usually ask my hostess, Susie, was it hard to put this together? And she's like, no, it was really easy. You did a lot of the work. And I'm like, great. So I will do most of the work for you ladies. You want to make sure that all you're doing is inviting your friends. So if you have a big wish list tonight and you want to get free stuff, which our Susie, our hostess, is going to get tonight, you have the option to get a free prize to have your own fun ladies night and get free stuff at your party too. So anybody here that wants to win at this little gamble, you're going to. What you're going to do is you're going to say, I want to roll, and you take these dice, you're going to roll them on the ground. Whatever number corresponds that they get, so say they rolled a 2 and a 5, that would be a 7, right? So then you're going to be like, congratulations, you get prize number 7, and you're going to hand her the envelope. And you're going to say, just hold on to that and then bring it into the O room later when you come see me after I'm completely done, and we'll get you your prize, okay? And then if someone else rolls a 7, just make them roll again so they get a different number. Do not let them open these during the party. You want to build that anticipation, okay? So in these, you're going to like, Elise, what's the products in these envelopes? That's what's on this direction sheet right here. I would suggest following this to pretty closely, because the way that these numbers are worked is, so let's say 2 is a very often, is a least rolled number, okay? So there's a bigger prize in the least rolled numbers, and then the numbers that are frequently rolled have lesser expensive prizes in them. So follow this. If you need help with it, please reach out to me. I will help you with that as well. But all I did was I took a index card and I put it inside, and it had the prize on it. Now, when you get these ladies in the ordering room booking your party, they need to pick a date that night and you'll say to them, oh, well, we're going to pick a date tonight off my open date calendar, and I'll call you on Monday to make sure that that date works for you. And then if it works for you, we're going to issue a no cancellation policy. That just means I won't cancel on you and you won't cancel on me, and you're going to have your fun ladies night. Does that sound okay with you? And most of the time they're all like, yes. So you set up a time to call them on Monday just to make sure the date they picked works, and they're going to be like, oh, well, do I get my prize? And you're going to say, girl, I'm going to bring your prize to your party so you get it that night, okay? And most of the time they're like, okay, no problem, because if you give them the prize that night, guess what? You could never talk to them again and you're out of money. You don't want that to happen. So that is your booking game. That's how you're going to put more parties onto your calendar. And remember, parties are the life of your business, right? So here's your booking game right there, and then your closing speech. One thing that I put, it says thank your hostess, and then how do you plan to thank your hostess? So I make my girls give a round of applause again. So I'm like, all right, ladies, let's give another big round of applause for Susie, our amazing hostess. And then I'm like, woo, amp it up. You want your host to feel special. So then I say, remember, Susie, to come see me at the end after all your guests order, and then you'll get your benefits tonight, okay? And then that's kind of letting everyone know, like, Susie's coming last, so they need to go first. So they need to order something because that's going to help Susie out, right? So then it goes with the rest of your flow here. If you turn the page, then you're going to collect the connection cards from each guest. So how will you handle the connection cards? So beforehand, if you remembered in the beginning of your demo, you had them fill out the front side of their connection card. So that was this. And I make sure that they only fill out the front side. When I'm done my demo and I'm like, all right, ladies, flip over your connection card. I need you to fill out the back side. They can rip this out of the catalog too. And I'm like, all right, this is important. This is my report card. You want to make sure that you're filling this out so I know how I'm doing on my job, okay? And then, make sure if they don't fill it out, then, go over it with them when they come see you in the ordering room. Another thing, too, is when people are filling out this connection card, you can take that time to just briefly talk about lingerie. Lingerie is important. You want to make sure that you're wrapping your surprise, your gift. It gives an element of surprise. Most men love lingerie. It's meant to keep you tucked in, upright, and feeling good about yourself. And we do have sizes that go all the way up to 4X, so it is not just for our skinny minis. Make sure you tell them that. You're giving them permission to wear lingerie. So that's another thing that you can touch on too. Lingeries are good sellers, plus they're higher in price, which makes you more money. So I say, ladies, please fill out the back of your connection cards. This will be the ticket to the O room. So they have to have that filled out when they come in the ordering room. That's the first thing I say is, girl, where's your connection card? Because guess what? I probably forgot her name. I'm terrible with that. And then when she hands me her connection card, I see her name. So I'm like, oh, hi, Tara. Did you have a good time tonight? And then she's like, of course. And then I ask her, so when are we going to have your fun ladies night? And then she's going to give me an answer. And then I'm going to say, one last question. Do you have any, or would you ever be interested in learning about doing what I do or learning more information about it? Those are the 3 questions I ask. And then you can also say, would you mind if I'm your pure romance girl for life? And then normally they'll say yes, and now you have a loyal customer. And then what you're going to do real quick before you go into the ordering room, you're going to give an overview of the shopping room. So ladies, I will be in the back room or whatever room they have you in, because you do want to do it in a separate room. That way, people feel comfortable. It is a policy for Pure Romance. For a private ordering, please, if you have to leave early, come see me first. This is important to say because you never know if someone's in a hurry, they got to go. If there's a long line in front of them, they're going to be like, I'm just not going to order, and you're going to lose out on a sale. So you want to get those ladies that need to leave right away in to see you right away, and then keep going with whoever else is there. Some people just mingle and hang out. And then you want to let them know, all right, ladies, cash is best. I also take credit and good checks, okay? And then this says explain shipping and handling fees. I don't necessarily tell people at the party about the shipping and handling fees, but when they come and see me in the ordering room, I let them know every order has a $7 shipping and processing fee. And then your state sales tax. So you have to find out what your state sales tax is and add that in there as well. And then what you want to do one more time before you head into the ordering room. So I want to say thank you, ladies. You were all a blast, and thank you for making my job a ton of fun. And give big smiles. Excuse me, and then head on back. Now here it breaks it down, your shopping room experience. It gives you tips and tricks. Your sales rate, you can write that in there. Now this gives you processing credit cards. Never mind this. That's because they want you to use their site. Use an outside entity for using taking credit cards. So Square is a good one, or PayPal is also a good one. Please message me if you need help getting signed up with that. And then shipping, verify the shipping address while in the shopping room because you will have to mail her products. And then this document says $6, but we recently just changed our shipping charge to $7, okay? And then you want to make sure you get your orders to your clients within 2 weeks of purchase from you. Mind you, ladies, when you're placing your order, you always want to order on a sale day, okay? So you will get emails every day of sales happening with the company. Always order on a day that's offering a sale. Saves you more money. And then before you leave your party location, make sure you do the following. Check for products that may have been left behind. Thank the hostess. And then right here, if you ladies need any help, contact 1866-ROMANCE. This is our corporate office. You're going to need to know your passcode, which is the last 4 digits of your social security number, unless you changed it, and then your consultant ID that's issued to you when you first joined on, you got that email. Corporate is amazing. I call them all the time. They help me with anything. But I also want you ladies to know that I'm here to help you regardless if you're directly under me or you're under someone else or you're just watching this video and you need some guidance. My number is 484-264-2226. Call me, text me. I will be here to help you at any time. And I hope that this was a helpful presentation for you ladies to get you started. And again, do not feel afraid to use this while you're conducting your party. The more you say it, the more you talk about it, the easier it's going to be. And then you're going to find yourself not looking at this at all. And you're just going to be running your party. Okay? So best of luck to all of you. Please let me know if you need help with anything. And I just want to let you know I'm super proud of you all. Over and out.